Are you aware there are things you need to put into high consideration before you start investing in Abuja real estate? In this video, I'm going to show you 4 things you need to put into high consideration before you start investing in Abuja real estate. This thing is something I learned from one of my mentors. It is coined into an acronym, RTLM. R stands for ROI, which also means return on investment. Before you invest into any property in Abuja, you need to know if this property will give you high return on investment. For example, Hutu Phase 1 started selling at 5.4 million naira when it was launched in March 2025. And today, as after 17 months, the 150 square meter at Hutu Phase 1 is currently selling at 22 million naira. Just imagine those who bought into Hutu Phase 1 when it started selling at 5.4, that is last year March 2025. Imagine the kind of return on investment they've made, over 300% return on investment. So if you want to start investing as a beginner in Abuja real estate, you need to put that into consideration, return on investment. Number 2 is letter T, which stands for title or title document. What title document does this property have? In Abuja, we have 2 powerful title documents, or sometimes 3 powerful title documents, which is FCDA RFO, FCDA CFO, or FCDA letter of intent. FCDA letter of intent is for mouse housing. So it's either this property comes with an FCDA RFO, FCDA CFO, or FCDA letter of intent. What does FCDA stand for? FCDA means Federal Capital Development Authority. It means that this property is approved and allocated by the FCT minister through the FCDA or through the FCTA, which is Federal Capital Territory Administration. Number 3 is location. Where is this property located? Or you can also use landmark for the letter L, which is number 3. Where is this property located? Is it located in an emerging or developing area, just as we have Hutu Exclusive? You know, Hutu Exclusive Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and the Phase 5 that is newly launched. Hutu Exclusive is just off the airport road and just 15 minutes to the international airport, that is the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. This property is located in the Phase 4 of Abuja development. So it is in an emerging and developing area. What that means for you as a beginner is that you're coming into this investment early enough because it is an emerging area. The property is in the emerging and developing phase of Abuja development. So this is the best time, just as we have Hutu Phase 5 that is just newly launched. It is going for 8.250 million naira. This is the lowest entry point, and it is located in an emerging and developing area, which is in the Abuja Phase 5 development. The last one is letter M. What does letter M stand for? Letter M means master plan. That is the Abuja master plan. Like I have said in my previous videos, Abuja is the only city that was planned even before it was built. So before you buy any property as a beginner in Abuja, be sure to know that this property follows the Abuja master plan, right? Of course, if the property is approved and allocated by FCDA, that is Federal Capital Development Authority, like I mentioned before, it comes with the right title document, which is FCDA RFO or FCDA CFO. You must as well follow the Abuja master plan. If the property is not following the Abuja master plan, you're prone to demolition that is currently happening in Abuja, because most of this property that is being demolished or revoked in Abuja does not or is not following the Abuja master plan. So make sure to know that this property is following the Abuja master plan, and that is why you need to contact a professional that will hold your hand and guide you through the process of acquiring a property in Abuja. You must, try as much as you can to get a property lawyer. Emphasis on property lawyers, because not every lawyer that understands real estate. Another professional you need to, employ is a registered surveyor, and again, you need to work with a professional real estate consultant like myself here, Realtor Joel, of course, contact me and we will always help you and guide you properly to get the right property that will give you high return on investment, property that comes with the right title document, property that is strategically located in Abuja, especially in emerging and developing areas or phases in Abuja, and lastly, property that follows the Abuja master plan. And that is why I bring to you MShare Hutu Exclusive. MShare Hutu Exclusive is indeed an exclusive property located along the airport road. It is just 5 minutes off the airport road and 15 to 20 minutes to the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. This property comes in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and now the latest one, which is phase 5. The phase 1 and phase 2 started selling at 5.4 million naira. That is last year around March 2025 at 5.4. But now the 150 square meter is going for 22 million naira. You see what I was saying about return on investment. Those who invested in the phase 1 and phase 2 when they started selling at the pre-launch price is now making high return on investment, over 300%. And this property again is strategically located, like I said, along the airport road. It comes with the right title document, that is FCDA C of O title document. What that means is that you're buying into a safe and secure property. And again, this property is following the Abuja master plan. So the phase 5 is newly launched. It was just launched on the 5th of this month. That is on the pre-launch price of 8,250,000 naira. This is the best time to lock in on 1 or 2 property, because you already know, like I said, this property will give you high return on investment. This property comes with the right title document, that is FCDA ROFO title document. It is strategically located and it is following the Abuja master plan. That is your void of demolition or revocation. So if this is what you would like to do, call the number shown on your screen. Call B&A Properties Limited and we will gladly hold your hands and walk you through the process and help you acquire 1 or 2 properties. In fact, I will advise you to buy more than 1 property. Sometimes I wonder why people go to the market to buy things like noodles, indomie, or tubers of yam, or even rice. You don't buy 1 mood, you buy 1 bag. You buy 1 carton of indomie. Also, why is that when it comes to acquiring land, you just buy 1? Just imagine you buy 5 of the 150 square meter. You know how much you'll be making within 12 months or even more than 12 months. So call the number, call B&A, and we'll gladly hold your hands and walk you through the process. At B&A Properties Limited, we care about your future. I will see you in my next video.